Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides, for this moment. Thank you for your presence in this space at this time. Welcome, welcome. Waiting for more folks to join the space. Hello. I haven't gone live in a while. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to the space. Welcome back. So I got some cards out here. Meditated on the energy to see what message Spirit wanted to put out today. And it appears that today it's all about moving into your prosperity. All about prosperity, because one of the cards that popped out is affluence. So there is this awakening right now, and it's related to prosperity, abundance, money, finances. I'm getting this sense that there is this feeling like there's some type of block, like a wall. And oftentimes we feel that right before breakthrough. And so there's this feeling of a wall, and the wall literally is people. It's people from the past. It's people that can't go with you, that maybe you would like to go with you on this new journey, but they just can't. For some of you, it's the people that are the friends, the family from the past that are holding on to you with their beliefs, their ideas, and you're wanting to hold on to them as well while you go to your next phase in your life, but you're not able to do that right now. Okay, so that's for some of you. And for others of you, it's your own beliefs. For some of you, you're kind of standing in the way of your own affluence right now. I'm speaking to someone who has the potential to amass great success, probably related to some type of interest, some type of hobby, some type of creative thing that you've been doing for a while. You're wanting to break into this thing. You're wanting to go straight into it. And it feels like there is an extreme block. So beneath the deck is release. And this release card is out here because this is kind of the block, you know, not feeling confident about cutting the things away that are absolutely not serving you, okay, or serving us. But by doing that, there begins to be a wonderful and great shift that takes place, that happens, and that is brought on by awareness. And so for some of you, you're literally learning about what it means to move to the next level, watching podcasts, reading books about what it means to let go of people from the past, let go of old belief sets to move forward. And you're doing that so that you can move forward. And for some of you, you're learning more about what the lifestyle would look like once you move beyond into this higher realm, this higher calling. But nevertheless, there's this energy of shifting that has to happen for you to go to where you're trying to go. And it's the hardest thing to do. It's very, very scary to do this because we, again, as I just said a moment ago, we hear people say things like, you know, everyone can't go with you. You know, this person can't go with you to where you're going. And we hear it, we're like, yeah, you're right. You know, this person can't go with me to where I'm going. And we're usually thinking about that friend that we always knew was kind of a hater a little bit, or had, you know, the green envy eye. But it's usually not that person that essence is talking about when they say people can't go with you. I'm getting chills. It's usually the people that you are trying to rescue, that you love the most. Sometimes it's your dad, it's your mama, it's your brother, your sister, your cousin, it's your ride or die. The person that you did not think would be the person that would not be able to understand the vision. It's usually not that person that you kind of always thought was suspect. It's the person that you're trying to get them in shape too. You're trying to get them to see the vision, like, hey, you should do this too, get into it as well. Like, if you just do this, we can make it together. And they just never seem to get it. And as a matter of fact, you might have been dealing with people where over the years they have kind of been getting in the way of you going to where you're trying to go. And maybe you've been rationalizing it. Maybe you have been trying to find ways to make excuses for them. But deep down, you know, and maybe this is the knowledge, you've become aware that they're kind of holding you back. Because in order to save them, you'd almost have to literally get into their body, get into their brain, and get them to do something different. But that's never how it works. We are the only ones who can literally master our divinity and move in a certain direction. So I'm gonna go back a little bit. There are some people that likely have to be released. And I pulled these cards out before I came on live just to get into the energy. There's a strong vibe. And I know I only got about a couple of folks in here, but there's the potential to create affluence. This is one of the most powerful cards in the Sacred Symbols Oracle. And there's going to be a hard, challenging shift. You hear people talk about, manifesting. I'm going to get some tarot cards out here in just a moment. But we hear people talk about manifesting dreams and, what do I do to manifest that new car, that new house, or, this dream that I've been dreaming since I was 6 or whatever it is. And one of the things that people always say is that you have to know, like you know what's going to happen, and that you are going to become a different person to walk through into what it is that you're trying to create. So it's a whole transformation and change to be the right frequency and match for whatever it is that you're trying to create. So I'm going to get some tarot cards out here. So again, I have knowledge out here, shift out here, affluence out here. That feels like this is the weight of what it is that Spirit wants you to really remember and know. And then this need to release. I just noticed this. Beneath this release card in this deck is boundaries. So those boundaries are going to be really important. Maybe it's not that you got to cut everyone out of your life, but if nothing else, some important boundaries are needed, my friend, for sure. Literally, people can sabotage where you're going. They don't mean to. It's just a different frequency, God, angel, spirit guides, why is knowledge here? What is it that you want us to know related to knowledge in this whole process of going higher, going into a new vibration? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Why is knowledge here? Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. It feels like there may have been something that was in the dark for a while with this moon energy. There's also this vibe of holding a level of trauma, hurt in the body, maybe not knowing it, but it being triggered possibly at this time. And for whatever reason, you're at a place where you're willing and ready to examine it with this moon energy here, okay? We have a King of Pentacles, so I don't know if this is someone that you have around you, a mentor, a boss, a friend that has amassed some level of success. It could be you, but it feels like there's this channeling of knowledge about where you can go in terms of building your money, your home, your health. And then there's this 8 energy. And what's so fascinating about this is that in these oracle messages that are out here, I have a number 5, I have a number 6, I have a number 7, and I have a number 9, and then this is the 8. So this definitely feels like a journey that you are on, a journey for sure, going in a direction. So it feels like there is a block that you're trying to get a handle of and let go of and remove. But as this block is removed, it's almost like all of the prayers, all of the manifesting energy that has been put up while this block was in place, once that thing is cut out and removed, it's like there's going to be an incoming of blessing, abundance, and prosperity. It's almost like it's waiting, to come down, to be a part of this dimension right now. This information that's coming in, possibly from someone who's wise around you, giving you advice, or maybe you're watching someone grow money, grow into a king at some level. That is the knowledge that's coming through. It's also helping you to clear out for yourself your confusion. It's just helping you really get clear about all of the things that maybe has been taught to you that does not help you get to your next goal. All of the things that have served as an illusion. It's like that is beginning to be cleared away, but there definitely has been a fog, okay? But I got to be honest with you, going back to what I just shared with you, it kind of feels like there has been a hunch about the people that's been getting in the way, beliefs that's been getting in the way, but something about right now in this time, it's like you're being pushed to really kick into just accepting what has to go away and out of your life, okay? I'm going to look at shift now. God, angel, spirit guides, tell us more about shift. Why is shift here? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Why is shift here? Okay. So this feels like possibly something related to romance, okay? I don't know if there's a significant other in your life, a good friend. This could be the person that I'm sensing you might need to think about having those boundaries around, or maybe they can't go with you kind of energy, because there's the Two of Cups here. This is Cancer energy. Now, the Two of Cups is usually feeling like there is a mutual exchange. I'm giving you something that fills you in the way that you need to be filled, and you're also giving me something. Not that it's transactional, it's just that we're a puzzle piece for puzzle piece, right? But when it comes to shift, it feels like there's something in some type of relationship dynamic. It could be with work, it could be in friendship, it could be romance though, a newer romance, a youthful feeling romance, where something about that has to shift to move into this next level, to upgrade the frequency, to go into this affluence, to have this prosperity, this King of Pentacles energy. God, angels, spirit guides, tell us more about why the Two of Cups is here related to shift. Why is the Two of Cups here related to shift? Okay. Yeah, this feels like relationship of some kind. It might be romantic, but there's something about this connection, this relationship with someone, okay? There's someone here who would like for this to be fulfilling, wanted this to be a fulfilling relationship, believed that it could be, but something has been happening lately, maybe challenging words, someone going in a different direction, having different ideas about where you should go. This might be the point of contingency with that release energy here in the boundaries, because there's another 8 here, an 8 of Swords, which feels like someone is feeling incredibly blocked in, maybe even in some way trapped by what it means to honor some type of connection. Okay? Yeah, and then beneath this is the 3 of Swords. This could be a past energy coming up, where there's still residual of something that recently happened, something that's being worked through, but it's definitely still in the energy. So if this is a past energy, it's time to find your unique and beautiful way of releasing that from you so it can go away, because in some way it's having an impact on your manifesting, your creating, you're putting your energy in your creativity. But it just feels like there's a block. Another thing that is coming up is that there's potential that someone is wanting this connection to continue on, to work, maybe after a challenging conversation. But one of you is not really clear about how this can move on, not really sure about how this connection can move on together right now after maybe the exchange of some challenging words, a painful change, maybe a time of separation, right? But this feels like this once was a connection that felt loving and beautiful, and there was so much potential, and we just knew that we were going to be each other's yin and yang. And then there was something that happened, something painful, and kind of being blocked in by that, right? That pain is still very, very strong in you or this other person or in both of you. And when there's opportunity to talk, the exchanges still kind of feel inflamed. So these cards are the sub energy for the shift energy out here that leads to your affluence. And so this feels like the shift, the release that is needed is something related to this connection. The question becomes, is this helping you or is this hurting you? Is this supporting you? Is this a bridge to where you're going? And I'm going to get some cards out here for affluence in just a moment. Is this helping you get to where you want to go? Or is something about this connection, this underlying, maybe kind of hidden pain, disappointment, is it getting in the way? Is it serving as a distraction because it just feels so inflamed still, okay? So that might be one of the things that needs to be released or examined, a shift away from that and more into you. I don't know if people still say this, but it feels like main character energy is needed right now, being the main character of your own life and your story. Because again, you know, I was led to title this, Everyone Can't Go With You. And that is a hard energy. We don't hear people talk enough about how painful it is when the one person you just knew was going to be up there with you doing these beautiful things that you've been dreaming about, they just don't have the right mentality. They can't see it. They don't feel it. They're not celebrating it. Or in some cases, there's a jealous, envious energy that keeps them from being able to go with you to where you're going. Okay. For affluence, God, angel, spirit guides. And then I'll get some oracle cards out here and then I'll close. Okay. Thank you for joining in and popping in. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do these lives more often, at least 2 or 3 per week. I need to get on here and do this more and do some live questions and answers from spirit. So if that's something you're interested in, just hop on the next time and we'll get into that. So for affluence, please. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Okay, what else? Yeah. So the 8 of Swords popped out again for affluence. Okay. Yeah, some of the same cards are popping out. You got 2 8s. Okay, this is the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Swords. This is abundance. 8s in the tarot it's all about power, a lot of power. This is another 8. The Star card is another 8. This comes out after the Tower, after pain, after heartbreak. So this feels like you have potential to transmute whatever pain that might be lingering about a release or about a shift into something that creates this affluence. It might be that literally some painful situation, you have the ability to transmute it into your art, your music, your writing, your podcast, whatever it is that you are channeling to create wealth for yourself. And that is the key. Okay. When it comes to this affluence, what's needed here is practicality over mind, body, and heart. Okay, so the King of Cups is really good about having empathy, sensitivity, but not being overly emotional to close a decision. So the king is the closer of a decision, right? It's the finale. And so this king of cups is really good again about making a decision that's not emotional. It's a stable, clear decision considering all of the sentient, emotional things that need to be included. It's a beautiful energy. I feel like you may not know right now, okay? It kind of feels like with this affluence, you probably feel closed in by this, or you're not aware that this prosperity and abundance is here. So I'm going to get a couple more cards out here because I want to know, but this is a powerful eight. This is a synchronicity type of energy, but this is another eight that kind of feels like it's countering this eight of abundance and prosperity. Okay. Um, yeah, it's almost like what can bring you the prosperity, what's going to take you to this next level. It's already within you, but it feels like, my friend, you don't see it, or you feel like you're a part of something that's keeping you from it. And so that release energy is coming back around. So here we are. So I'm going to get some cards out here about what to do. Okay, guide angel, spirit guides, what is the advice? What do we do with this energy? God, angel, spirit guides, what do we do to feel and understand the abundance? What is being required? God, angel, spirit guides, what is being requested at this time? Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. What is being required? What is being asked? God, angel, spirit guides, what do you want us to know? Okay. Same card again. It feels like what gets you to where you want to go, what gets us, I feel like this reading is for me too. What gets us to where we want to go is being able to use the emotions wisely, riding the wave, not being too emotional, and allowing your sensitivity, your empathy, your sympathy to guide you. There's something very powerful about being a feeling being and allowing that to help you close a decision or to make a decision. So it feels like spirit does not want you to miss an opportunity to recognize how to pull parts of you that feel, the essence of you. I keep hearing the word sentient, the feeling. Pull that forth and use that to maximize and close in on your abundance and your success. Okay? But again, there is going to be a release of something and a shift of something that helps you to get that. So it feels like you're going to need those boundaries to create that peace. Here's the steps. You got to get some boundaries. The boundaries might look like literally cutting something out of your life. Okay? Because you have awareness and you have knowledge, okay, about something. Cutting that away and then allowing yourself to have space enough to heal and make choices using your own heart, your own intuition. God, angel, spirit guides, final messages as we close out. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. Final message. Okay. All right, we have two out here. Your life is about to... There are no coincidences. Whoever this one person is that's still on here looking at me, this is for you for sure. Your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow. I'm getting chills. This is so beautiful. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention the most. It's all about you right now. Okay, this is powerful. This is the card. Hi, welcome. This is a beautiful message. This is a beautiful message for you. Okay? It says, yeah, your life is about to start to move quickly. The 8 of Wands popped out 2 different times. Okay? Yes, it popped out 2 different times. So your life is about to start moving. Keep going, my friend. Wherever you are in the world, I'm getting chills all down my spine. Thank you, God, angel, spirit guides. We claim this message. The past is behind you now. This is no coincidence. I feel like I'm about to cry. I'm super emotional. Forgive me. Okay. The past is behind you now. So drop the fears and doubts, even though you may feel a little uncomfortable at the moment and slightly anxious over what is coming next. You are being urged to bring yourself back to the present moment. Your recent prayers have been heard and are currently being worked on. This might be in reverse, but I like to try to show the messages to confirm. Friend, you got this. Trust yourself, release what has to go. You will be better for it. I can't tell you how many times in my life I've had to cut some of the most precious people away. Some of them decided to walk away too, but to go in a different direction, to listen to the call, to move forward and to have a healed life. The kind of people that I thought would be with me for the journey that had to fold away, it was heartbreaking, but you will be better for it, and you will have an amazing testimony to share with whoever will need it, because this is kind of the process of growth, change, and also breaking family cycles. So keep going, my love cup, and I hope to see you in another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. Take care, y'all. Bye. Thank you.